What's going on, guys? Jacob Wall here, Major League Fishing Pro. We all know how big forward-facing sonar has gotten, how much it's kind of taken over the bass fishing world. And Gambler has got some new products, and this is one of them here that I'm really excited to show you guys. This is the FF Series jig head, and the cool part about this jig head, you may look at it from a distance and go, well, it's just another jig head. Well, it kind of is another jig head, but it's very unique. It's got ridges that go all the way around it, and this head was specifically designed to refract the forward-facing ping better than other jig heads on the market. You know, this is similar to your typical round ball jig head. It comes in all those same kind of weights, but the cool part about this is when it's out there at a distance, it's easier to pick up with your forward-facing sonar because of all these little ridges on there. No matter what angle it's kind of at, when you try to find it on there, it's going to have a brighter return on your screen, and it's just a really neat design. It rigs up well with our little minnow style bait. This is going to be another bait coming in the FF series. It's a specific blend of plastic that shows up better on your forward-facing sonar also. So this rig right here is like going to be one of the brightest returns you can get from a small bait like this. So this jig head here, it's got all these ridges that are going to show up better on your forward-facing sonar. You know, any angle that you try to find this thing with your unit, you're going to be able to see a brighter return because of all these ridges. It's kind of funky looking, really, but that is so it gets a better like bounce off. You know, that the way that ping is working from your forward-facing sonar is it sends a signal out, it's going to bounce off of that object, and it's going to return back to the unit. So the more angles this jig head has on there, the more surface it has to send that signal off of, thus giving you a brighter return. The cool part about this jig head here is it's got a little wire keeper, which is going to allow you to rig up a variety of different plastics. It's going to accept, Elastec type plastic well. You guys all know if you try to thread that on a big, bulky keeper, it doesn't slide on there real good. So that little wire keeper holds that well. Rig up your favorite little swim bait on there, whether it's Gambler or any little swim bait will go on there great. Or you can use this as like a Damiki rig jig head and just thread like a straight tail bait on there, such as this right here. This is one of our new baits. This is a 4-inch minnow, and that's going to be more of like your Damiki style. I've got the tail cut down to where it's just a little pin, but that is just kind of the versatility of this jig head. It's going to allow you to do a number of different things, whether it's Damiki rigging or mid-strolling. You guys, that's a technique that you may not have heard of. That's a big thing over in Japan, but mid-strolling is basically, it's a Damiki rig that you cast. So essentially, this is a bait that you can mid-stroll with. This is a jig head that you can mid-stroll with, and it's a technique that is kind of taking the bass fishing world by storm in the U.S. right now. Jacob Wheeler won the tournament on Gunnersville mid-strolling, which is casting that bait, keeping it up over their head, and that jig head is absolutely perfect for doing that particular technique. So guys, if you want to advance your forward-facing sonar game, I highly recommend you guys check out the FF Series jig head. I think this is going to definitely help you guys catch more fish using your forward-facing sonar.